Good evening, everyone. The Northern Michigan football team returned home today after 2 weeks on the road to start a three-game homestand. Let's head to the Superior Dome for the action between the Wildcats and the Panthers. The Northern Michigan University Wildcats looking to continue their home GLIAC winning streak. It's at 2 games. Ohio Dominican started the game with the ball and then went 12 plays and 75 yards in a little over 5 minutes to score on a 9-yard Grant Russell pass to Aaron Stevens. It was 7-0 Panthers. ODU would force a fumble on Northern's first drive and then responds with a 64-yard pass from Grant Russell to Corey Contini. Wide open for the score, 14-0 Panthers. Northern Michigan, they did get an answer, though, with about 14 seconds left in the first quarter. The handoff would go to Jake Mayon, who takes this one into the end zone with a couple defenders all around him. It was 14-7 after 1 quarter, and it was 24-7 at the half. On to the third quarter. The lead was cut thanks to Jake Mayon as he caps off a 13-play, 79-yard drive with a 3-yard touchdown. That made it 24-14 in favor of the Panthers. And the Panthers did answer. 19 seconds into the fourth quarter, E.J. Carlson would power his way in from 2 yards out. That put the Panthers up 31-14. NMU scored 2 minutes later, followed by an ODU score. Jake Mayon would bring the game within 10 points after scoring his third rushing touchdown of the day, but the Panthers go on to win this one 38-28. To the scoreboards, Michigan Tech fell on the road to Northwood 17-3, and Finlandia, they pick up their first win of the season 27-22 over Maranatha Baptist University. And local high school scores, Lakeland and Hubble finishes the perfect season 28-6 with a victory over Munising. Ironwood grabbed their first win of the season in a 14-6 win over the Go-Gibbic Miners. Manistee was also in action. They lose to Mendon 49-24. And in the first round of the Wisconsin State playoffs, Hurley falls to Owen Withee 22-16. Back to college football scores, 10th-ranked Wisconsin holds off Iowa with a 17-9 victory, and 20th-ranked and undefeated Eastern Michigan defeats 45-31. The Michigan State Spartans, they fall in action to Maryland. The final score there, 28-17. Let's head to Ann Arbor for the number 3-ranked Wolverines taking on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. How about the first? And this is what I like to call the Michigan eye. Turns into a empty backfield. Wilton Spate will drop back. He looks to his right. He finds his man across the middle. That's Jake Butt, the captain. That's the opening touchdown, 7-0 Wolverines. Into the second quarter, Michigan up 21-0, and that means handoff to Davion Smith, and he does what he's supposed to do. He fights his way into the end zone. 28-0 in favor of the Wolverines. They win this game by a final score of 41-8. Let's head back to the scoreboards for a little hockey action. A lot of finals in overtime. Ferris State, Northern Michigan, they go to 2 overtimes. Ferris State does win in a shootout, so they get that magical second point. Michigan and Michigan Tech also end in overtime. That game as well, Michigan wins in a shootout to get another magical point that we don't know about, but they do grab it. Lake Superior State, they beat Alabama Huntsville 5-2. The Upper Peninsula High School cross-country finals took place at the Beauchamp Farm in the Delta County community of Flat Rock. Here's the start of the boys Division I race. Negaunee Colton Yesney battled for the lead along with Marquette's Garrett Rudden and Houghton's Clayton Sayan. Yesney was clearly in control by the halfway point, and he kept the pedal to the metal, winning in a blistering time of 15 minutes, 49.8 seconds. Rudden was second, 36 seconds back was Sayan right on Rudden's heel. The Miners placed 5 in the top 12 and won with a score of 38. Houghton had 5 in the top 22 to place second, and in third was Marquette. How about to Division II? With the defending champion, the Ishpeming Hematites looking to add another trophy to their case. Grady Kirst and Spencer Giroux of the Hematites jumped out to the early lead, with Isaiah Eiley of the Go-Gibbic Miners also part of the Bessemer-Wakefield Marinesco co-op fighting for position. Kirst was already in a good mood when the course crossed the road to the northern part of the cross. Kirst didn't let up. He finished in a time of 16 minutes, 24.3 seconds. We'll take a look at the final totals. Ishpeming in first, Go-Gibbic in second, and Newberry rounding out the top third. To Division III, it was a better known for a golfing dash to the early lead. That's Kearney NATO's Hunter Eichhorn with Stevenson's Mark Kappert and Brimley's Austin Plotkin. In the first mile, Plotkin had taken advantage, followed by Dollar Bay's Braden LeClaire and Chassel's Hunter Radiola. And in the end, Chassel goes on to win another one. They score 54 points. Brimley in second, Stevenson in third. On to the girls' scoreboards, where Sault Ste. Marie takes first in Division 1, Ishpeming takes first in Division 2, and Cedarville takes first in Division 3. We'll have those highlights tomorrow on your late news. And for more information, you can always visit superiortiming.com. And we'll go to the GLIAC finals coming up in this one. And that was their GLIAC standings really quick there at Lake Erie at NMU. That's another one that we saw here. NMU, they're going to fall in this one after a great spike there, though, to make it 22-17, and that would make it another point at 22-18 at that point. However, Lake Erie does win this one 3-0. There's our look at the GLIAC women's cross country. Grand Valley State taking first there, Northern finishing second. And in the men's race, I believe we had the men's finals as well, and that one, and the winner was Grand Valley State as well. Saginaw Valley taking second. And of course, for more sports scores and highlights, you can visit us online at uppermichigansource.com. And I haven't forgotten about Cubs fans. It's the first time since 1945 that the Chicago Cubs have won the pennant and will find themselves in the World Series. So a crazy time in Chicago right now. They win 5-0. The final 3 at-bats were a strikeout, a walk, and then Yasiel Puig hits into a double play, and pandemonium broke out.
Amazing. I'm sure that city is going crazy tonight.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ethan.
Welcome.